Welcome to day 29 of the Hero Podcast. I am delighted you have stuck with me for this long. Now, I have to apologise today. I do feel slightly ill, okay? But I'm coming to you anyway because look at this. Look at Digibyte. What did I tell you? I told you get in with Digibyte. And today, look at the price of Digibyte. Digibyte is absolutely hammering it today. It's just gone up hugely. It's almost 3 times the value that it was a week ago. Well, at least since the correction or crash that happened last Friday. Look at it go. Now, Digibyte. I told you about this. Digibyte and Minecraft launching in 25 days. This gave Digibyte a lot of credibility. It said launching in 25 days. That was 21 days ago. So there was a lot of hype around Digibyte being able to be mined within Minecraft. Okay, and this was going to be an update to Minecraft. Right, and so this has really inflated. A lot of people have been speaking about Digibyte. Everybody loves a bit of Digibyte at the moment. And if we look on Poloniex, people are still buying into Digibyte. It's just gone up so much. If we have a look at Digibyte on CoinMarketCap, it is now worth 3 cents. 3 cents. And the other day, literally on Saturday morning, it was worth a cent. A cent. So it's gone up by 3 times. 3 times. Look at the value. It has surged. Surged so much. And I got Digibyte when it was at 0.006 of a cent. So it was half a cent at the time. So I am delighted with how Digibyte is going. But, there is a big but. Now, I am a member of the Cryptocurrency Collectors Club on Facebook. I don't know how many of you are actually members of it, but you get some good snippets of information on the Cryptocurrency Collectors Club on Facebook. And there was an article that I read, which is this one that was posted 4 days ago. Digibyte versus Minecraft warning. Okay, and what they said is that there's been a lot of hype around Digibyte and its connection with Minecraft. Okay, but what they're saying is that the Digibyte that you can mine on Minecraft is on a private server. A private server, so it's not going to be available necessarily in the main game. It's going to be available on a private server. So you have to basically log into the server and mine it. Okay, so it's not necessarily as incredible an opportunity as it was badged at. But I knew this anyway. But I also knew that anything surrounding Minecraft, okay, has the potential to make a coin go hugely valuable. Okay, so whether or not this has any connection with Mojang, who are the developers of Minecraft, it actually isn't that significant. Okay, the reason why is because it doesn't matter whether it's in the main game or not. The fact is it is going to be available in Minecraft. Okay, and that is important news. But I just wanted to tell you this because if we go back to Poloniex, there's every likelihood that once the date passes, when the update is made, Digibyte may become less valuable. Okay, because people are really pumping money into Digibyte right now because of this impending update that is coming up for Minecraft. Now, if it turns out that this hype turns out to be not very much for Minecraft or for the community, it's very likely the value will drop. Okay, so what I would suggest you do is you look at Digibyte carefully in 4 days' time and see what happens with the value of Digibyte. Because Digibyte looks like it could be a pump and dump. Okay, because the value has been created with its connection with Minecraft. And a lot of people have been basically investing into Digibyte because of this connection. So take a good look at Digibyte once those 4 days have passed and see what happens. You could see an initial peak. It might get even more valuable. It could go up to 5 to 10 cents. But if it does, keep an eye on it, because it's very likely it could just drop straight away. When people start saying, oh God, why was everybody hyping about Digibyte? This is crap. Let's get rid. Let's sell the stock. And then what will happen is a correction where the price has been overinflated or has been, I suppose, perceived as more valuable than it's really worth, and the price may go down. And don't lose money in that drop-off, because it's very likely it could go down to, 600, 500. Once it loses its value, or it loses its glamour from all the hype that has come about because of the Minecraft update. But I was extremely excited today to see the progress on the coins I recommend you got. Okay, so let's just have a look at each of them. Okay, so firstly, Digibyte. I have made something around 7 to 8 times the value I got it for. That is exceptional. And I see this continuing to go up over the next few days. Another one that has just been absolutely phenomenal is Stratis. Now, I bought Stratis literally about 14 days ago. Around about 12 to 14 days ago. The price I got Stratis at was just unbelievable. I got it at about $1.30. Yes, I got it at $1.38 per Stratis coin. And I bought a ton of these coins as soon as I saw the value was going up. I could see it had flatlined and it was going up. And I bought on the up. And I did not expect it to now reach $8. $8. So Stratis has gone up 8 times its value. Okay, unbelievable. Now, Stratis was quite loosely connected with Blitzcash, so I bought Blitzcash in the hope that Stratis would bring up the value of Blitzcash, and it has. It has tremendously. I bought this at a ridiculous price just the other week, where it says here, where it says 75500, I got it at 12570. Okay, I got it at a ridiculous amount. Okay. And that must have been around about this point here. No, it was earlier than this. It was 19 cents. That's it. I remember it being 19 cents. And now it is worth $1.82. So it's gone up over 10, nearly 10 times its value. Okay? It's so close to 10 times its value. And I cannot believe the surge in price of Blitzcash. But because of the connection between Stratis and Blitzcash, I knew that there was going to be an upsurge in the value of Blitzcash. Okay, let's have a look at one more. Now, Doge is slightly less of a gainer. Now, I bought Doge when it was at 0.0008. Okay, so this has gone up now. It's gone up nearly 3. In fact, I think it's gone over 3 times the value it was when I got Doge, which was much earlier in the month. Okay, yeah, here we are. So that was it. That round about this area here, I got Doge at. And I knew that it had a lot of value because of its novelty factor. Doge. I knew about the potential for it. And I have literally just created a course called the Cryptocurrency Investment Course 2017 Fund Your Retirement. And in this course, I go through the criteria by which I was able to match my investments with Digibyte, Stratis, Blitzcash, Dogecoin, and then Steam. Now, Steam is one of the, and it's funny because I've invested probably out of all these cryptocurrencies that you have seen, I have invested the most money into Steam, yet it has had the least gain. Okay, now I got Steam. I pumped money into Steam on Monday. No, I pumped money into Steam on Saturday because the price went extremely low after the correction. It went down, it says here 85 cents. I know it went lower than 85 cents. It went down to about 76 cents as of the Saturday morning. It went down to 76 cents. It's now $1.12. So it hasn't made twice its value yet. It's nowhere near that. You know, at one point, Steam was worth $1.34, and that was about 2 weeks ago now. 2 weeks ago, it was worth $1.34. So once it gets to $1.34, I will be nearly double its money, but it actually is the slowest gain out of all. Yet, I am sure that Steam is going to be really valuable for the long term. So Digibyte, Stratis, Blitzcash, these are short to medium term investments, okay? These are investments that blew up. The speculative value of it just went up and up and up because so many people are so encouraged by Stratis, the platform of Stratis, Blitzcash, which is a coin that is basically being carried by Stratis. And as a result of that, this has very good medium-term value. Okay, so I'm going to ride this wave for as long as possible and then potentially dump it in a while. But Steam is my long-term one. This is going to be, I think, the big one. The one that allows me to really build that retirement fund. Because Steam already, as I have shown you in various videos, Steam as a social network is absolutely incredible. If I just show you my Steam profile, I have done 2 blog posts. I haven't done another one yet. I've only got 87 followers. Now, considering that on most social networks, I have followers in the 6 figures. Okay, 87 followers is not that much. But I have made $145 in just 2 blogs. There is no other blog site around where you can get, with virtually no following at all, $145 just like that. 2 blogs, okay? Now imagine how much I'll be able to make if I make 30 blogs, 100 blogs, 1,000 blogs. Can you imagine the potential monetization? Compare this even to YouTube. Now on YouTube, I have got, on my Suppoman Udemy account, I have got 4,000, nearly 4,500 subscribers, okay? And I don't make this unless I have got hundreds of thousands of views on my videos, okay? Yet, with this vlog here, this blog here, if I just go down and show you, now as I said, I need hundreds of thousands in order to be able to make decent money with YouTube. But if I just show you how many people have seen this, look, 177 views. 177 views on YouTube would amount to, gosh, it wouldn't even be more than 50 cents. Okay, you need to get 1,000 views on YouTube in order to make $3. Okay, with the monetization as it exists right now, you need 1,000 views to get about $3. Yeah, I've had 177 views on this blog post and I have made $104. So even comparing this to YouTube, the monetization for Steam is incredible and it's so undervalued. It's tremendously undervalued. Look at where Steam was at one point. It's nowhere near that right now. Now I pumped tons of money into Steam at 76 cents. Okay. Now if it reaches $4.31 again, which was its peak, I would stand to make 6 to 7 times the value that I did in investing in Steam in the first place. So everything that I have put into it will be times by 6 or 7. Now, what about if this goes to $10? What about if it goes to $30 or $100? Why doesn't Steam have the potential to be the next Ethereum? Okay, think about it. Okay, think about the platform surrounding, or the infrastructure surrounding the coin. Okay, think about that. Does Ethereum have a website like this? Absolutely amazing. This is a social network that is very much appealing to the normal person next door. Okay, Ethereum, you talk to somebody about Ethereum, your next door neighbor, they won't have a clue what you're talking about. As soon as you start talking about blockchains and all this kind of thing, they'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? Yet, if you talk about Steam It, which is basically a blogging social network, then you've got them, because they will know what that is. Everybody knows what a blog is. Everybody knows what a social network is. And if you can make money, insane money, by blogging, then this has a tremendous future. And this can be explained more to the normal person than Ethereum or Bitcoin or any of the other coins. So what Steam has going for it is this incredible social network behind it. Not only that, it's also got this amazing community behind it. Okay, so just look. I did this introductory blog post, okay, where I just talk about myself, how you can find out more about me, why I'm pumped to be on Steam. And then I have had tons of responses. Look at all these responses. People saying, happy you're here. Welcome to Steam at Suppoman. You're going to love it here. We are going to make some serious money and all this kind of thing. Look. They're putting pictures and videos and stuff like that. I mean, this is an amazing community. And we're in the early stages of a social network that is going to be popular. And we are looking at a stock that is tremendously undervalued. Okay, this should be going up faster. I'm quite glad it's not, because it allows me to keep on pumping money in before the price and value accelerates up. So, just to reiterate, be careful with Digibyte. Pay close attention once the update is released and see what happens with the value and dump the stock before you lose money. Okay, just be wary of the fact that that may happen and don't fall casualty to the stock going dramatically down in value. Blitzcash and Stratis, you probably won't make the gains you would have when I said that you should invest in them a few days ago. Doge, yes, still has some long-term potential, but it is a novelty coin. But Steam is the one you can get behind now because it's so undervalued at the moment. And not only can you just be part of this, having a Steam coin, but you can be part of Steam itself. This is such a socially inclusive and accepting and lovely community, okay? They make you feel at home. We are all after a common purpose, which is basically enjoying blogging and enjoying each other's posts. And the great thing is that this particular article, this blog, was written on Steam. This one about Digibyte and Minecraft that has had tons of views, was written on Steam. This one also, that is warning about Digibyte and Minecraft, is on Steam. Okay, this is how I found the information. On Steam. No other blog has it, yet Steam does. So, the best place right now to be is Steam. Steam is so undervalued at the moment, but it is going up. It is going up. It's still a time you can invest in Steam. And like I said, the reasons why I've invested in Steam are 100% included in my cryptocurrency investment course, which is going to be available to you in the description if you're interested in it. Okay? So, I hope that you've enjoyed episode 29. I'm glad that you stuck with me. I hope that you have subscribed to the actual podcast so you can hear this stuff in your car and you don't have to necessarily worry about being at your computer or on your mobile to view what I'm saying. You can listen to it on podcast via my iTunes link, which is also in the description. So I hope that you have enjoyed this and I will see you in day 30.